shot, I'm not sure if you can hear me, is brought to you by the Upper Deck Company. Nobody does basketball like the Upper Deck. That's our Upper Deck trading card pin. Cartwright and Ewing set to go up, and it is controlled by Mark Jackson in the backcourt. I saw a note today that the team that has won the opening tap has won the game each time so far. Jordan guarding McDaniel here, and the X-Man's got it. Looks to turn in. Puts it up, off balance. Misses it, and Pippen's got the ball. Oakley goes down to Durant. Got it! Now Jordan picks up Wilkins. Wilkins at the free throw line. Finds Jackson. Baseline for McDaniel. He's in some traffic. Wilkins on top with 5 on the clock. Hits a 2. First they said 3, and now they change it to a 2-pointer.
Jack Neese standing right next to him out there, had his fingers down all the way, so as soon as they looked over to him, they saw it was a 2. 2
apiece, about a minute in, as Grant has it in the right way. On top for Pippen, they go to Jordan. Horace Grant comes across, gets it inside against Oakley. Spins, put it in over Ewing! Over Patrick Ewing! They've gone to the basket twice and got 2 buckets early on. Jackson to Oakley. Offensive foul!
Patrick Ewing setting a dynamic screen down low to shake Gerald Wilkins loose. Picks up the first foul, and they love it here in the stadium. Horace Grant with 2 quick hoops going hard to the basket both times.
Pippen top of the circle, finds Pax, left-sider to go to Jordan. On top for Pippen, right side for Horace Grant. Posting up, Jordan against Wilkins. Goes in, fake. Now
He traveled. Yep. Got so excited on that play, went down the middle. Took that extra step.
Lost control of the ball. So it's Knicks out of bounds as Jackson will bring it across against John Paxson. Off the screen, looking down low. They got another switch as McDaniel being guarded by Jordan. Oakley from the right baseline hits.
Oakley had 11 baskets, but he got them all off of the 19 offensive rebounds that he had. That's the first one he's made on a legitimate shot from the outside.
Bulls set up the triangle on the right wing. On top, it'll go to Paxson as they reverse it. Pippen backs in, fakes the shot. Goes back on top. Shot clock at 6, at 5. Pax drives in, stops, fakes the shot from 15, put it up. Tipped out of bounds, will go to the Bulls. 1 on the shot clock. 1 second on the shot clock. McDaniel yells inside to Wilkins, watch the lob, and now Wilkins and Jordan are in a little shoving match, and Wilkins talking to Jordan.
Pushing and shoving before they get it in, so 1 second, it's got to be a catch and a shot.
Pax catches, shoots, but it won't count. It went in, but the official waves it off, says the shot clock went off. Jackson brings it across the timeline, brings it to the right wing. Tied at 4. 2.5 minutes in here. Wilkins from the left wing. And Horace Grant blocks out, gets the rebound, almost walked. Jordan right side for Pippen. In, over Ewing, good.
That's twice Ewing has gone for baskets on Grant and Pippen, and they've got him high up off the glass. McDaniel's down on the floor, but
he seems to be having trouble getting up, and finally does.
20 in the last game in New York, trying to get him into the game. He is definitely into the game.
Oakley came through, delivered a blow to Bill Cartwright. Ewing. Fade away, put it up and in, and wait a minute.
32, the foul is on McDaniel, jumping on the pile. He picks the foul up, the basket is good. He jumped right in the pile. Let's see what happened. Here's the shot going up.
First of all, the officials said basket good, then no good. Now they're going to talk.
The basket should be good. Basket had nothing to do. They were positioned rebounding afterwards. Ewing should have the basket. But they give it to him. Score the basket.
Pippen takes the inbound pass across the timeline and sets up the offense. Pax picks up his dribble, gets it to Pippen, top of the circle. Looking inside for Horace Grant. Horace wants it and has it. Back to Pippen. Right side for Pax. 10 on the clock. Cartwright tries to go inside. Fades and it's blocked. 4 on the shot.
Bill didn't hustle it.
Got to shoot it. Pippen does from half court.
Oh, Bill strolled back to half court and Ewing was on a dead run. If he picks that up, he dunks it from the top of the circle.
Bill Jackson wanted some pressure, but the Bulls didn't react to his request in time. 8:15 left here in the first. We're tied at 6. Jackson finds Wilkins off the screen from Ewing. He's got it on top. Now attacks. He'll put it up. And in. Gerald Wilkins with the bucket. And the ball pushed out. Wilkins with 4 points, and it's 8-6 now. Knicks with the lead. The official talking to the Knick bench.
Telling them to be quiet down there on the end of the bench. And Hugh Evans will have control of this game very quickly.
Horace looks inside. Instead it goes on top. Looking for the open man is Paxson. Pippen has it. He'll come off the screen from Cartwright. Now Ewing comes out to double team. Pax on the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. Off the screen. Got to get it up. Instead it's blocked. And a 24-second shot.
2 in a row. 2 in a row. The defense, they keep setting that pick and roll with Ewing's man. He comes out and smothers the dribbler, and Bill is too slow going to the baseline to catch the ball and put the shot up.
8-6, Knicks with a lead. 7:25 remaining in the first. McDaniel on the left wing. Looks to bounce it in. Now puts it inside. Pippen almost picked it off. Ewing one-on-one. Faces up. Fires from 15. Rebound tipped around. Out of bounds to the Bulls.
Blue ball.
Oh.
Yeah, he called blue. Hugh Evans is getting ready to signal it this way, Tommy, but he said blue. Well, here we go.
Fresh 24 on the shot clock. Rebound goes to Ewing as he had to come over and give some help. Wilkins against Paxson, looks inside and finds Ewing. Backs in the lane, but wait a minute, a foul call.
Bill Cartwright on the foul, his first.
It's the first team foul on the Bulls.
And push and shoving, two-hand and push and shoving, and that's the call.
McDaniel off the screen from Oakley puts it in. McDaniel with his first 2, and it's a 4-point Knick lead. Pippen off the screen. Finds Cartwright on the right baseline. He drives in past Ewing, and Oakley hammers him.
And on the side, that's a flagrant foul. The second one that Charles Oakley has got, and it's the second time he's done it on Bill Cartwright driving to the hoop. Oakley comes by with a hatchet shot.
We got a timeout on the floor. 6:39 remaining in the first, and a 4-point Knick lead.
Like
by 4.
There you go.
Just off the back iron, he'll get one more.
Well, he misses these two. Exactly the way the game started out in game 1 that the Knicks won, and the Bulls free throws missed has been their bane.
Horace Grant on the left wing. Bodies flying everywhere. Pippen baseline, and Ewing pulls down the rebound. 4-point Knick lead here, just under 6.5 remaining in the first. McDaniel with a high archer. Xavier McDaniel with the bucket. He's got 4.
Michael really hasn't gone after the basket hard.
Pippen, as Jordan has it on the right wing. They clear out. Starts to drive. Double team. Finds Paxson open left wing. 18. Jordan fought for the rebound, but Ewing got it. Jackson comes in. May have had it partially blocked. Gets the rebound. Paxson goes flying. Now Cartwright's got it. Gets it out to Jordan. Right side for Grant. Back to Jordan from 15. Pippen with a rebound. Got it.
Scottie Pippen, a gigantic offensive rebound. Ewing the only man back. Michael missed the jump shot.
Pippen with 4 now. He's also got 3 rebounds and 2 assists on defense against McDaniel. Same move. This time it's off. Jordan trying to go by Wilkins is cut off. Gets it back to Paxson. Scotty with Oakley on him. Cross court. Now inside. Cartwright with a left hand off the board, and Oakley got this one. Cartwright wanted the foul called. McDaniel hits again. He's got 6 now. (14-8). Knicks lead the Bulls. Horace Grant right baseline, looking for the opening. Comes off the screen. He'll fire from 16. Pippen.
Jump ball. Jump ball.
Scotty got a piece of it, and it's lodged between the backboard and the rim.
That ball is even afraid to come down. It's so physical, that ball doesn't want any part of being on the floor. So the 2 centers are going to jump. I thought it would be the 2 closest guys, but they say anybody now, Jack Nees is going to look over and say, wait a minute, what is the call here? What do we do here? We're to center court and jump this. So nobody gets the chance. Now they're looking around, and does anybody know what we do here? I think we jump it, but who's going to jump? Cartwright and Ewing? Yep, here we go.
Looks like the start of the game. And the same result as Mark Jackson has it. 14-8. Knicks lead the Bulls here. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first. Cartwright came out to help. Ewing gets it inside. Oakley couldn't hang on. Bulls can cut it to 4 here. Paxson brings it to the right wing, goes all the way to the baseline, keeps his dribble, now picks it up. Pippen goes inside Jordan. Michael on a post up against Wilkins, and a holding call. Gerald Wilkins called for the push.
Now they're pulling Wilkins away from the officials. That was a funny thing to see, McDaniel pulling Wilkins away.
Yeah. Fresh 24 on the clock for the Bulls. Paxson comes off the screen. Bulls trying to get an illegal defense call. Jordan backing in against Wilkins. Double pumps, but missed. Yet a foul called. It's on Ewing. His second.
Ewing picks up the second one. Take Michael. He comes around. Wilkins beats him. Goes inside. Here comes Ewing. He pulls it down. Throws it back up. Gets hit. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First time that Michael has a chance to put points on the board. He hasn't taken. He's taken 1 shot in the game.
Mason checks in as Ewing goes out.
Here's an interesting statistic in this 4-game series. Michael shooting 68% from the free throw line. 23 now out of 33. So Ewing goes out. This is a small lineup that gave the Bulls fits in that 4th quarter in Game 4 in New York.
Jordan cuts it to a 4-point New York lead. Mason finds Wilkins. Grant comes over to help, and they find McDaniel. Jackson back to Mason. Grant
Jump
jump ball.
You're right. Horace Grant had a hand in there with Anthony Mason. All right, the Bulls do not have that big eraser on the back now that they have to go against in Patrick Ewing.
McDaniel and Cartwright in a little shoving match. McDaniel now talking to the officials some more. Jordan's got it. 4-point Knick lead here. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. First period. Inside it'll go to Grant. Back to Paxson. Morris wants it back and has it. Shot clock at 10. Fires. A little short, but Jordan there.
Offensive rebounding to cost the Bulls a game in New York. Now brings them back to only trail by 2. Jordan his first hoop.
Bulls with 4 offensive rebounds, just 1 for the Knicks so far. Wilkins sees the double team. Oakley on the baseline. Pax got it. It's a foot race. Oh, and Jackson hammered him down.
Just going to call it a regular foul. Jackson on the play. 2 free throws.
15 fouls. First on Jackson.
Pax right out in the zone. Plays the passing zone. Picks it up. Comes down with the left hand. Jackson comes in. Down Pax goes. He'll shoot 2. He's been perfect in this series with 4 for 4.
Starks and Anthony set to check in. Pax can tie it here with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first. Starks and Anthony come in. Jackson checks out. And Wilkins is out. This is the lineup that Jordan has done very well in the post-up with, because Starks comes in at 6'5", and that may be giving him an inch or 2. We're tied. Mason has proved through the series that he can handle the basketball against the Bulls' pressure. Starks and Paxson takes it away. He's bumped and a foul will be called on Mason.
And it's in the back court, so it won't be a shooting foul, but they're in the penalty, so Paxson shoot 2 more. He comes up with his second steal. John Paxson, not known for his defensive work, more for long-distance sniping, but here he comes. He puts a hand on the pass and Starks. Breaks out of the pack and gets the foul by Anthony Mason.
And the Bulls are back up by 1 now at 15-14. Pax 3 of 3 from the line.
8-0 in the free throw area here. Favor the Bulls.
Situation at 6-1, Red. Mason. Again across the timeline, lost it and picked it back up. Crowd wanted double dribble. Mason sets the screen. Anthony comes off. 8 on the shot clock. He'll fade and hit.
Bill Cartwright is going to have Charles Oakley on him.
Jordan drives in and right to the bucket.
Big defender is not there now to bother Michael on the drive.
And New York wants a timeout. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first as the Bulls bench comes out to greet the starters coming off. 2-point Bull lead. Couple statistics. Rebounds, first of all, the Bulls have doubled the Knicks 8-4. And inside, Pippen and Jordan with 4 points each on the inside. The Knicks have none.
B.J. Armstrong in for John Paxson.
Starks picked up his dribble, now gets it on top to Oakley. Shot clock at 15. Anthony. Tipped away by B.J. B.J. tips it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Knicks with 11 on the shot clock. Anthony sees the screen. Cartwright comes out to help. Shot clock at 4. At 3, he lost it. McDaniel goes by, didn't get it off in time. No, wave it off. It'll belong to the Bulls.
3 times in a row, good defense. Pax with 2 steals, and that time the defense knocked the ball away from Greg Anthony and caused a 24-second violation.
Not only the Bulls doubled them in rebounds, but the turnover department is in the same situation. Starks trying to stay with Jordan. MJ right baseline. A little strong, tipped, and a good save by Anthony. Cartwright goes flying down, and Starks goes in. Harper is no good. Rebound tapped, and BJ's got it. Bulls up by 2, 18-16, minute and a half remaining in the first. Jordan to the hole, but missed it.
Just putting a little bit too much on his shots. He's way overextending.
Starks, baseline, McDaniel. And Jordan with another rebound.
Make hay, guys.
Pippen, and an offensive foul on Scottie Pippen.
Bulls are getting all kinds of chances now and not capitalizing. Jordan down the middle on a roll, missed his shot. Now Scottie on a fast break picks up the offensive foul. Bulls with only a 2-point lead.
I believe a foul to give here. Anthony brings it across the timeline. 1:08 left here in the first period. Bulls with a 2-point lead. Starks with Jordan on him, looking for McDaniel, who's got it. Backs in against Pippen. Hesitates and hits again. Xavier McDaniel with 8 points. He's 4 of 7 from the floor.
Bulls have to either use Bill Cartwright or get him out. Oakley is just pushing him right out of the ball game here.
Now they back into him. He fades and hits.
They used him that time, and he puts him ahead. 40 seconds to go.
2018, Bulls back up by 2. Shot clock at 17, 16, 15. So about 15 seconds difference.
Watch Horace, one-on-one.
Starks puts up a 3. It's partially blocked. And the 24 clock is off. BJ drives. Had to find Pippen in the air, who hooks it in.
Bulls still can take that foul.
Got the foul to give. Phil Jackson's calling for it. He wants it right now. He wants the foul.
Take it, BJ. Horace takes it.
Horace comes over and takes the foul, and Anthony tried to retaliate. 2.7 left in the first period.
BJ didn't read that. You don't really want to get that on your big man.
Horace picks up just his first. Scott Williams, Craig Hodges come in.
So Michael Jordan leaves, and I think Cartwright, or who's going to leave here? Horace? Yeah, Horace will leave. Now Oakley will be right under that basket, so you got to keep him out of there.
Mason will trigger it. That's what's left in the first period. McDaniel. He walked. And that's the end of the first period. Pippen wants 1 second put back on the clock. It won't be. We played a period at the stadium, and the Chicago Bulls lead the Knicks by 4. Strong, Craig Hodges, Pippen, and Will Perdue for the Bulls. Anthony, Starks, Wilkins, Mason, and Patrick Ewing is checked back in. Perdue's got it. Gets it to Hodges. Anthony right there on him. Inside. Pippen with Wilkins with the hook. And Patrick Ewing strong for the rebound. (22-18). Bulls lead the Knicks. Anthony finds Wilkins on the baseline. High marker. And Will Perdue has it.
Keep Craig Hodges wide. Maybe they can spread it out a little bit here. Utilize him with the 3-point field. Offensive foul, Scott Williams.
Williams pushed off to try and get open. That's his first. And having trouble getting it inbounds, and due now to Wilkins. Ewing trying to get position. Perdue comes out to give a little help. Starks. Defense changes right back. Inside tipped away. Bulls with the steals on the outside. BJ. Pippen trying to set up inside. Cross-court Hodges open 3. Up good.
Yes, sir. You got to get him open. Some playing time for a 3.
McDaniel set to check back in. 25-18. Bulls lead it now.
Hodges 3 for 3. This 5-game series.
Starks behind the back for Ewing. Pippen comes over to try and get the ball. Ewing packs it away. Shot clock at 4, at 3, and air ball. Out to BJ. Hodges could be open in the corner. He is. Now penetrates. Dishes back to BJ. On the fly. Hodges missed it. And a foul on the rebound. Scott Williams looks like has picked up his second personal foul.
time Craig came inside of the three-point area, took the shot, missed it. Starks leaves the game, and now they go a little bigger lineup. They'll have Mason and McDaniel across the front with Ewing.
Gerald Wilkins, a big guard.
The Bulls had two small guards in there. I thought maybe they might try to post him up a little bit.
McDaniel being guarded as the shot is missed, and
Scott Williams picks up his third. Yes, sir.
His third. BJ was guarding Xavier McDaniel.
Patrick Ewing just dropped that ball back down the lane. Comes Cliff Livingston into the game. Scott Williams has had a good series, but he's picked up fouls rapidly here. He'll leave.
So Williams checks out. That's the first free throw the Knicks have shot. Bulls now are 6 of 8 from the line. The 2 misses on the intentional foul to Bill Cartwright. Missed. Second one a little long, and Livingston comes in, gets a rebound. BJ back on top for Pippen. Scotty with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Has it, fakes the shot, drives, fakes, puts it up. Pass to Purdue for the third. Faked the shot, got Ewing in the air, and gave it to Will Purdue. 27-19 Bulls. Double team as Hodges comes over. Anthony, this is Bulls defense as we've seen it all year. Wilkins fakes the shot. Got BJ on him. Pippen trying to get in front. McDaniel on the baseline. 3 on the clock. Spin. Shot clock went off. It went off.
They didn't hear it. It's so loud in here. The Bulls swarming defense. All over in the corner on McDaniel. He couldn't even hear his teammates holler and get that ball up. Bulls go for a 10-point lead here on this possession, Tom.
Pippen comes off the screen. Finds Hodges into the corner. BJ up. A little short. And McDaniel pulls it in. 27-19 Bulls with the lead. 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. McDaniel's been hot from the outside. Rebound kept away. Pippen takes the 3. Drives by Ewing. Into the corner. Hodges is open.
Yes! Yes! Bring it up!
Time out, New York! This place is going berserk. 8 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first half. An 11-point Bull lead. Mark Jackson is back in and has the basketball on the inbound. Ewing faces against Purdue.
Take the shot, Monster.
Shot clock at 9 as Jackson starts to drive. Kicks it back. Wilkins, top of the circle, hits. Gerald Wilkins with 6 points now, and it's 30-21. Bulls with the lead over the Knicks. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Livingston goes right inside. Offensive foul called on Cliff Livingston, calling for the hook. That's exactly right.
Brought the ball across the court. He couldn't get it to either one of his little guards, and he hooked his man. And got caught.
Last 8 minutes, it's been a pretty good Bull run, so to speak. 22-7. Livingston trying to get in front. Double team on McDaniel. Shot clock at 5 as Wilkins drives in. Runs over Livingston.
It's a block. It's a block on Cliff Livingston. Too close, too far under the basket. Cliff tried to take the body position. That's twice now that Wilkins is driven to the left. He goes around, goes down low. Cliff tries to set up. Gets there just a little bit late. And you see Hugh Evans with the call.
Wilkins has been limping around a little bit. And you see him as he came up. He was very ginger.
Give me the ball. He wants to work this one off.
Grant and Jordan will check back in.
Well, it's a good rest that Jordan has got here. His teammates have really picked it up.
They made a lot about the time when Ewing was out in New York, and the team did pretty well.
Hodges gets a great hand as he leaves. He and Scotty. You're right. You're right. It was a small lineup, and they sat Ewing down with the fouls, and his teammates really came to the floor.
And this time without Jordan, the Bulls did pretty well. And 30-23 now. The 7-point lead by the Bulls. 7:40 left here in the first half. Looking inside. Jordan posts up against Wilkins. Fakes it again. Off the board. And Ewing there one more time. He has certainly done the job of the boards this series. He's got 4 rebounds right now. Wants the ball inside and got it.
Foul on Will.
Will says that Ewing hooked him.
Well, you remember what happened in the first quarter. The Bulls had 5-0 at one time, and now it's the 4th foul. Shooting foul. Ewing battles for strong position inside. He goes up, gets it in the right arm, I guess, and Ewing shoots the free throw.
Didn't see much of anything either way.
Why, it's the crowd, that 11-point lead dissipating very slowly.
Pretty good free throw shooter, almost 77%. And the lead is cut to 5 now. Durant with Mason on him, goes back on top. Jordan looking for the screen. Phil Jackson wants an illegal defense call. Jordan puts it up.
What's the call? 3-second call. Jordan had dribbling the ball in there, called 3 seconds. Phil was talking about illegal defense. Here they come down again.
The Knicks have put it together over the last minute and a half or so. A 6-0 run. Jackson backs in against BJ. And Purdue came in, almost got it. Wilkins thought about the 3. And this time, what about a 3-second call is what Will Purdue says as Ewing puts it in.
So unanswered points, it was 30-19.
Now 30-27. Bulls with the lead as Jordan comes off the screen.
If you want Michael to drive, you're going to have to clean that middle out a little bit. They keep running guys in the middle. Jordan keeps running into people.
Jordan with 8 points now, just 3 of 7 from the field goal.
Ewing wants the ball down low. He signals, give me the ball down low, so Jackson brings it over that side.
Wilkins puts up a high arcing 3 that's short.
Foul on Michael Jordan.
MJ picks up his first. That's now the 15th foul on the Bulls. 6 minutes, 1 second left here in the first half. So the Bulls in the second period have put the Knicks in the penalty, and the Knicks have yet to commit a foul here. So a complete reversal of the first period. Oakley will check back in. Ewing talking to Mason as he leaves. Second period. That's our situation.
Came right back in the face of that 11-point lead and given the Bulls only 3 points. Missed shot by Ewing. Grab your rebound quickly. There it is.
32-28. Bulls lead the Knicks here. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Through the double team, Jordan.
Could be Wilkins. You got 21. Who you got?
That's it.
That's Wilkins.
His second. The first team foul on the Knicks.
And it's a shooting foul. If Jordan twice now has gone to the basket, and that's good news.
Free throw goes in. Paxson, Cartwright, and Pippen will check in.
This is about the time schedule we've seen it during the regular season that the starters would come back in the second quarter.
And Cliff trying to encourage the crowd to make some noise here. Jordan and Paxson at the guards. Pippen and Grant at forward with Cartwright in the middle. (34-28). Full court pressure now. McDaniel gets attacked to Jackson. Wilkins looks for the open man, instead goes on top as the Knicks set up their offense. Pippen went flying as Wilkins puts it up in the lane and hit again. Harold Wilkins has 11 now. He's 4 of 6 from the field. Durant in the right wing. 4-point Bulls lead. Pippen wanted it down low, now steps out. 5 on the clock. Inside for Jordan. Turns, faces, missed it, and a foul called again on the inside.
The Oak Tree, his second foul. Jordan will shoot 2. Scotty's questioning Jack Nees now on the foul down there. He said, I think he flopped on him, Scotty. He said, well, I thought he made a good move. That's the end of that conversation. Jordan shoot 2. He's 4 for 4 from the line here today. Up the back of the iron.
Sports Channel would like to take this opportunity to welcome our affiliate Warner Cable and all the great subscribers in Rochelle, Illinois. Michael gets the second, and the lead is now at 5. Pippen will go one-on-one with McDaniel defensively. Paxson came over to help. And
that ball hit the back of the iron, went straight up in the air and came down and in. He's got 10.
5 of 9 from the field. Goes to the corner. Shot clock at 10. Jordan on the right wing will fire, but no.
Horace Grant maybe on him?
Offensive foul.
Yep.
Number 54, Horace Grant, his second.
Horace picks up his second.
So they can close it to a 1-point lead or even tie with a long one.
John Starks will check back in for the Knicks. Jackson has it on the wing. McDaniel's been deadly from there and continues to be.
6 out of 10. Timeout for Phil.
4 minutes, 15 seconds remain here in the first half. The Bulls lead the Knicks by just 1. Couldn't see the rest of the sign that was up. That was the deal. Paxson left side, long reach, curls in. Pax with 6 points now. And 37-34 in favor of the Bulls. 4 minutes exactly left in the first half. Starks has picked up his dribble. McDaniel knocks over Pippen. He'll fire from 16 and hit again.
Stuck on automatic.
McDaniel with 14 is 7 of 11 from the field. Pippen comes off the screen as Ewing comes over to double team. Cartwright on the baseline, hit it.
So they've got to make him pay when Ewing does come over.
Lead back to 3 for the Bulls as Starks has it. McDaniel on the baseline.
Yes, what a show he's putting on here. He's just so pumped up. Everything he throws up is going in. He's got 16 first half points. 1-point lead for the Bulls.
Paxson finds Jordan. Almost lost it.
Illegal defense.
There's the first call that the Bulls have been looking for. McDaniel is the one who is called, and Stacey King will check in. Stacey, of course, missed the first 2 games of the series with the flu that turned into tonsillitis. He comes in, and John Paxson goes out. So this is a very big Bulls lineup.
Puts Michael and Scotty in the backcourt.
Stacey has it. Grant drives in and slams it home. Off the fake, Horace Grant. King guarding Charles Oakley here. Grant has picked up McDaniel.
Will make any difference, does it? What side of the floor? Who's guarding him?
He does the little bump when he catches it, when he's ready to shoot.
You can get shot out of the game, too, when you get that long-range shooter that's...
Cartwright gives it back to Pippen. Around Ewing. The Bulls starting to go to the basket, Red.
Yes, sir. They got Ewing committing, coming out, making him pay a little bit. 3-point lead for the Bulls. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Inside it goes. Oh, Stacey King almost had it. He had to miss one time, but Oakley there. Ewing back on top. Starks for three. And Jordan gets it.
Go, Horace.
Got Grant on the right side. And Horace
on the side. It's a flagrant foul again. Mark Jackson on the foul. Bulls want to run. They get it out. Here's Horace Grant getting a pass from Jordan. In he comes. And Jackson says, take it on his side. Well, every time they try to run, dang, somebody says, get it out of there. So they missed the 2 flagrant fouls. Bill Cartwright missed 4 free throws in 2 games here from there. And now Horace Grant, chance to put 2 points on here, give his team a 5-point lead, and he misses it. You know, you get up there shaking your head, you got a few cobwebs in there. All right, Horace. And he blanks 2 off the rim. The Bulls don't make him pay. They could have got 2, and they got another couple here off the inbounds play, but we'll see what happens.
Scottie Pippen just asked Phil Jackson to go back on McDaniel, I believe, defensively. And I think Phil said, sticky, he's yours.
Michael and Starks going at it down low.
Starks trying to bump him out of the way. The double team. Jordan double pump. Ball is lost, but Oakley gets it, and he kicks Stacey King. Yet Stacey picks up the foul on the reach-in.
And he'll shoot 2 free throws, so Oakley will make the long trip all the way down. King picks up the foul. Jordan took the ball on in low, and it wasn't there. Oakley reaches in and grabs it. King tries, and now Jordan has come on down to
ease things just a little.
Yep.
Charles Oakley at the line. He shoots 2.
Not a great free throw shooter.
66% in the series. He's 6 out of 9. He takes his time. He works the ball out. His first trip there, he's got 1 basket in the game, and it was a long jumper. Makes the free throw.
A little talking back and forth between the big men, fighting for position as the ball is shot.
Bulls had that big 11-point lead in this quarter.
Ewing wants him to clean the floor down there.
Most of McDaniel's shots have been from deep into the corners.
Back at the line. Maybe 60-some%, but he cans both of them here, and it's a 1-point Bulls lead. Minute 25 left here in the first half. Jackson is now guarding Pippen. Scotty wants to post up and does.
Here comes Oak. Here comes Ewing.
Jordan drives in, spins in the lane, missed it. Horace Grant with the rebound, had it tipped out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Bulls.
Michael went in, hit a point-blank shot, but let it go too hard. So one of
lead as Paxson gets it to Pippen. McDaniel there on him. Bulls spread the offense just a little bit. Paxson on the right side had to reach to get that pass. Shot clock at 9. Taking a while to get into their offense. Cartwright turns, faces, finds Pippen. Shot clock at 4. At 3. Cartwright with a left hand. Nope, they wave it off.
Made a beautiful move and they never got a chance to get it off. So good defense sets the tone for the Knicks here as we start off. They trail by 3, a chance to tie on this possession.
Again talking to the
look at that empty seat.
Back Riley.
That empty seat there. Along with John Bach between Tex Winter and Phil Jackson.
We hope he's back to fill it. Cartwright came over to help out. Paxson there on Ewing. Cross court. McDaniel trying to continue the hot shooting. Does.
If Ewing found him cross court, he's got 20 points all from the outside except 4.
10 of 15 from the floor. Jordan off the screen. Inside. MJ faces and fires and hits.
Been kind of a quiet points for him.
And on the transition, the New York Knicks do what the Bulls so often do.
Well, Wilkins was really great in that second quarter. He had 7 of his 11 points. Now he comes up with another fast break hoop.
1-point Bull lead. Pippen faces against McDaniel. Finds Horace Grant over Ewing. Got it. Patrick Ewing with 2 fouls, being very careful. Phil Jackson out telling the Bulls defense what the Knick offense is doing. Inside of the goal. The throw shot goes in for Mark Jackson.
First hoop for Jackson, high off the glass.
Now Wilkins has picked up Pippen. Cartwright open right wing. He'll fire from 15. And Horace Grant tipped the rebound out, and Pippen's got it. Pax fakes the shot. MJ by everybody lays it in.
Ewing was going to wait for him underneath for the offensive foul, and Michael just went around him.
After a 3-point lead, they call play number 5 now. McDaniel fakes the shot. Rebound tip. Pippen looking down the floor. As Jackson on him. Penetrates and a foul. Mark Jackson will pick up the personal foul, his 3rd, the first team foul, and as Pippen went to finish it off, McDaniel really nailed it. The whistle had already been blown, and so McDaniel making sure the basket didn't go in. Paxson to Pippen, takes the shot. Shot clock at 15 as Pax has it in the dribble. Jordan trying to post up. Wilkins holding on to him.
Tug of war over there.
MJ with the fade, and he's hit 2 in a row now.
Well, Riley said they could live with Michael's, what, 30 or 35. Well, he's not anywhere near it.
Jordan tipped it, but ahead it'll go. Wilkins drives in and puts it in.
Easy basket. They beat the press.
Very nearly a steal by the Bulls, and let the Knicks continue. Jordan fakes the shot. Fade.
Got hit in the arm.
No call by the official, but the Knicks throw it away.
Michael looking for the foul. Now Riley says his man got hit in the arm. Michael goes for the jumper here. He turns around, fades, gets hit on the right elbow, but it's just an out of bounds.
Wilkins trying to hang on to Jordan. And I literally mean hang on. Cartwright and Pippen talking about exactly what they want done on the offense. A little talking going on there.
He gets short again.
Got hit again.
2 in a row. Right on the elbow the second time.
Inside Ewing, turns and faces on Cartwright. Penetrates. Cartwright took it away and picks up the foul.
Cartwright, second foul. Ewing will shoot. Michael reacting, going down the floor. They're saying he was not shooting. It's ball on the side, so there'll be no free throws on this one. I don't know where he was going. I'm with you, Patrick. I think you were going to the hoop that time. But
McDaniel at the free throw line backs out. Jackson picks up his dribble. Finds Ewing. From the outside, they've missed the shot again. Jordan 1-on-5 as the Knicks continue to get back very quickly on defense. MJ spins, fakes. Tries to drive, goes by, tries to dish off, and McDaniel gets it. Wilkins as Paxson goes flying.
Gerald Wilkins with the hoop, and the Bulls with a 1-point lead here.
55-54, 7 minutes, 42 seconds left in the third. Backs off the screen, drives in with the right hand, couldn't get it, but a foul called. Charles Oakley picks up the block. His third.
15 seconds. Paxson at the line. He shoots 2.
Pax going around everybody, goes by Ewing, then drives on in. Oak gives him a bump. Pax 4 for 4 from there.
Since Patrick has picked up his second foul as Pax hits the free throw, he has really backed off trying to cut off to the basket or block any shots. Points for Paxson and a steal. High pass, and Pax just came down with it. Pippen on the right wing. Lost it. Back to Paxson. Shot clock at 10. Inside Horace, but it's tipped away. Long down corner. Pax outraced everybody but couldn't get it. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third period. And the Bulls lead is at 1. Jordan gets it down low. The Bulls clear out for him. Starts to drive. Finds Paxson open. Shot clock at 5 as Jordan has it against Wilkins. And a holding call. Gerald Wilkins called for the hold. His third. and the third team foul against New York with just less than 7 minutes left here in the third period. Ewing comes out to help, now goes away. Knocked away. And the Knicks can take the lead on this possession. Get it back to Wilkins to McDaniel. Here comes the screen. Ball is tipped. McDaniel lost it. Cross court. Shot clock at 2 as Jackson put it up. And Cartwright gets it back. Pax to the hole.
Yes! Pax took advantage of the first fast break the Bulls have had in a long time. He goes up with the left hand, knocks it in. Mark Jackson picks up his 4th foul. Pax goes on in with the left hand. You know, they have not had a steal in the first half. They got 3 in this quarter, and that's what's keeping them hanging around. So John Paxson, who's hit 6 in a row, the free throw line.
Anthony comes in as Jackson goes out. Yeah.
That's usually about a month's work for Pax shooting free throws. So he's going to shoot a 7th free throw here.
(59-56), Bulls with the lead. 6 minutes 12 seconds left. 60-56. 11 points for John Paxson. Crowd hollering out defense. Tough screens along the baseline. Wilkins gets it back. Anthony on top comes in and hits it. The lead back to 2 now. Jordan faked like he was coming off the screen and went the other way. Pax inside for Cartwright. Gets it back. He's been hot. It's
Pax man, ring it up.
In game 2, it was B.J. Armstrong. Pax with 13 here. McDaniel. Crowd wanted to walk, none called. Anthony looks inside. Ewing turnaround. Horace Grant had it tipped away. It'll belong to the Bulls.
Pax, last time he had those big-time doubles was the 20 points against the Lakers in a championship game. He's been in doubles before, but that's the last big, good shooting.
Now drives in, gives back. Pippen, open 3, just off. Rebound fought for. Did it go off Ewing? Nope. Off Horace Grant. It'll belong to the Knicks. Knicks call out their offense, and Phil Jackson does exactly the same thing. They're running the spread. Anthony comes off the screen on top. Wilkins with the high arcing fade. Rebound fought for, out of bounds to the Bulls.
Oh boy, they're trading missed shots now, and both teams living on the edge.
4 minutes, 30 seconds remain here. In the third period, the Bulls with a 62-58 lead. The Starks set to come back in. Jordan, and Ewing's just getting out of the way. He continues to just move away.
It's hard to take that offensive foul on Michael because he can adjust his body in the air so well.
Jordan with 19. Anthony one-on-one with Paxson. Block! No, they say foul. Looked like a block, but Paxson will pick up the personal foul. His first, just the second team foul with a little over 4 minutes remaining in the third.
Left-hander, rookie, takes him on in. Pax thought he had to block, but he'll shoot the free throws here. Good move to the hoop.
64-59 as Mason will come back in. Charles Oakley, who's been quiet in the third, comes out.
Greg Anthony, who seems like every time he shoots 2, he splits a pair. He's made the first one here. Makes the second.
Lead back to 4. That's what we've got left in the third period. As Grant has it. Inside for Jordan. Starks on him, and the Bulls clear out. Over a trio and a foul call. Who's this on?
Mason, maybe. We'll take a look as it's free. Is it 14? It's 33. It's Jen Ewing, his third. So Michael comes down the baseline into attack. He beats Starks. Mason comes over to try to shut him off, and Ewing, 33 with the bang. So MJ will shoot 2.
15 foul on the Knicks, and I don't think Patrick liked it. I could be wrong. B.J. Armstrong comes in as Paxson checks out. And Paxson gets a standing ovation.
What a job the Paxman did. He had 6 points at halftime. 13 now.
5-point Bulls lead. Jordan with 20. And the lead back up to 6 now. BJ, the hero of game 2, comes in as Starks. Back to McDaniel. Backs it out. Anthony on the left wing. Dishes back. Ewing fade away.
Got a piece of it.
BJ across the timeline, decides to hold it up. And a foul call. Starks with the hold.
Starks bangs. Michael goes to the free throw line. That's the first one on Starks. They're really trying to wear Michael down. A lot of heavy physical play, and Wilkins has done an outstanding job, not only of scoring, but putting some pressure on Jordan. And now Starks comes in a little lighter. Michael can move a little quicker on it, but he reaches in and picks up the foul. So Jordan to the free throw line.
Slowly edging back that lead. It's up to 7 now. Free throws continue to be kind of tough for the Bulls. 15 of 21 from there tonight as Anthony goes on top for Starks. McDaniel thought about it. Now comes off the screen. Pippen went flying down in a foul call. See if it's Jordan coming over to pick up the personal. It is. Michael came down.
McDaniel takes it to the middle. A good screen on Horace. He drops him, and it was in hard, and Horace comes back over with Michael Jordan. So Ewing 2 out of 3. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Thanks.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark of the third period. Bulls really clearing out. Cartwright and Pippen are way out on top as Jordan is posting up and lost it. Pass was too high and too hard. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes, 52 seconds remain in the third period. The Bulls hold a 6-point advantage over the Knicks.
2:45 left in the third quarter.
Starks and Anthony at the guards. Mason, McDaniel, and Ewing. Anthony comes off the screen. There's the second screen. And Starks puts it on top of the circle. Ewing came out. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds to the Bulls. And Ewing is furious. He was just screaming at Jack Nees on the baseline.
Starks got a good look at it, a good shot about 16 feet away. That ball hung up on the rim. Ewing took a tap and then went after it and missed his shot. Let's get something going, guys. 9 seconds.
As Cartwright gets it, loses it. Loose ball. Jordan's got it by everybody. And a foul. And let's see if it's intentional.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul, but he just got him going to the hoop. It's on Anthony. Let's see what happened. Just 2 shots.
Yep.
That was a good play by Anthony. Boy, that ball was fired in. Scotty had the ball with about 8 seconds. He fired it to Cartwright. It bounced off of Bill. And Scotty just picked it up. Or Michael picked it up and went between everybody, went in, and Anthony grabbed him as he went up. Jordan makes the first free throw.
Lead now back to 7. The Bulls with 3 team fouls, and we got about 2 minutes left here in the 3rd period. McDaniel faked the shot. 2 minutes left in the 3rd as Anthony has it. Shot clock at 5. Ewing. Cross court. McDaniel, long range. Offensive rebound, but they can't get that. And Cartwright comes away. Bulls up by 8. Jordan looks to penetrate. Instead picked up his dribble, gets it right back. Almost lost it. Shot clock at 8 now. From 15. McDaniel got the rebound.
Ewing back alone. Get down. There he was underneath. Beautiful pass by Starks. They didn't get back.
Bulls are calling the rub offense. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ewing at 11.
Lead at 6 as BJ has it on top. Calling the rub offense. Hodges set to check in. Bulls lost it out of bounds.
That's twice they've thrown it into Bill. He's had pressure from the backside. Scotty says you got to come out and meet that ball to catch it. So Michael's going to get a rest here. Craig Hodges in with 53.5 seconds to go. The Bulls with a 6-point lead. Bulls still have 1 foul. Don't get it on a 2-point. Don't get it on a shooting foul.
Anthony looks for the open man. It's Starks who drives in. And it pulls in. 39 seconds left in the 3rd. A 4-point lead for the Bulls. Pippen has picked up his dribble. And a foul.
McDaniel was that?
Starks picks up his 2nd.
Number 3. That's who it was. John Starks. So B.J. Armstrong is going to go to the free throw line. It'll be the first time for him. Will Purdue's coming in now for Bill Cartwright after Armstrong shoots the first of these 2. B.J. scoreless. He had that big game. The Bulls won here.
Purdue comes in as Cartwright comes out. Bill, with a little help, has done a masterful job on defense against Ewing tonight. 4 of 10 for 11 points. (71-65). That's what's left in the 3rd. About 3 seconds difference. Now you got them both.
Still got the foul to take.
Anthony finds Ewing. He'll fire and fade from long range. It's off but tipped in. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. He got it off in time, but it missed. We've played 3 periods at the stadium in Chicago, and the Bulls lead the Knicks by 4. Williams, Pippen, and Purdue. Anthony gets the screen as Pippen comes over to help out. They left McDaniel open in the corner. Ewing fires a long jumper. It's no good. Pippen tips the rebound and got it. Hodges raced down the floor looking for the open 3. Bulls have had a little trouble getting into the offense and getting a good shot. Pippen wanted the screen. BJ penetrates back to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. BJ drives. He'll fire quickly, and Anthony has the rebound. They can cut it to 2.
Out of the gym.
Starks caught it but missed it.
Yep.
Bulls are 5 on 4 now.
Bulls going long range here. They've got to get something going towards that basket, even if the big man is going to wipe it away.
BJ looking for the open man. Shot clock.
Time running out.
4 and 3. Purdue.
Will's going to shoot 2 maybe here, huh? John Anthony reaching across. Greg Anthony. Bulls getting caught on the perimeter. BJ took a long shot before. Let's see if Will's going to. That's going to be out on the side. Not shooting foul.
Which is probably a good thing as Horace Grant gets set to check in. Scottie Pippen will get a rest.
Bulls now really be looking for somebody with the athleticism to take the ball to the hole. You got a lot of outside guys here.
Still at 71-67. Haji off balance. Just missed it and a foul. Wait a minute now. We're staying here. Mason.
Yep, you got it.
Mason was backing out. He picks up his second, and that's the second team foul.
Mason caught with his hand in the jar.
It's not pretty right now. Nice line, by the way.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Bulls get a new 24.
Purdue finds BJ. Hodges drives back to Armstrong. BJ in the lane. And BJ rattles it home. And it's back to a 6-point lead for the Bulls. Under 10.5 remaining. Ewing spins. Blocked out of bounds. Erased by Scott Williams.
Scott Williams came across from the blind from the weak side.
The Bulls have to hurry now. They get back on defense. Anthony, shot clock at 9. Drives in. Mason. Mason with his first 2. BJ off the screen. Starts to drive. Does, and he's fouled. Patrick Ewing has picked up the foul. That's his 4th personal foul. And Charles Oakley will come back.
BJ coming around the side. Ewing goes out, gives him a bang.
See if the Bulls can take advantage of this situation. BJ on the right wing. Looking for the penetration. Jordan will check back in. He drives. Hodges 3. Tipped up. And a foul call. Will Purdue will be called for the hold. His second, and just the first team foul on the Bulls. Jordan back in as Purdue will check out. 9:30 remains. 4-point Bull lead as Jordan is back in. He's guarding McDaniel now. Who wants it? Anthony on top for Starks. Shot clock at 6. McDaniel backs in against Jordan. Big. And a foul call.
Michael got him on the hand. So he'll have to shoot 2 free throws here. The Bulls bought a little time, but they can still close it down. That's Jordan's 3rd.
Second team foul.
David McDaniel, one of the guys that struggles in their lineup when he comes to shooting free throws.
This is his first of the evening.
.54%. There's 7 out of 13 coming into the game here. He misses his first one. 15 feet has not been a good range. 17, 18, 19 have been terrific.
That free throw makes it a 3-point Bull lead. McDaniel with 21 points, just 2 rebounds. Jordan goes by him, stops, lets him go away, fires, and Oakley clears it. They can cut it to 1 now. Looking again for McDaniel. Ewing is out with 4 fouls. Oakley takes the shot, goes by Williams, and a blocking foul. Scott Williams has picked up the personal foul. That's his.
Scott Williams can play Oakley. You play him a half a man out to that right side. He cannot put the ball down and take it to the hoop, and he was out too far for the jump shot. But you're right, that's a third-team foul, and they're buying some time now with Ewing sitting on the bench.
Starks comes out to catch it inside. McDaniel turns around and hits. It is now a 1-point Bulls lead. 8:20 remains.
I don't think McDaniel can play Michael if they, just clear the side a little bit for him.
BJ goes back to get it. It was tipped, but the shot clock is now at 8. He'll fire and hit.
Whoa, big time hope for BJ.
BJ's got 6 now. It's back to a 3-point lead. And again, they're looking to get it inside. McDaniel. Durant comes over to the double team. Lost it. Jordan got it. McDaniel wanted to foul. He's back at the other end. Horace!
Got fouled. Going to the hoop. You wanted him to clean that one right down and in. Good steal by Michael on the other end. Starks.
Starks third.
Ewing used to come back. Michael steals the ball here from Ewing. Now he comes down, goes inside of Mason. He sees Horace running. Horace gets the ball. He takes off and misses the shot. So Horace, who had a flagrant foul called against him earlier, missed 2 free throws, is back to the line with 2 here. Can open it up a little bit. Yeah, their first one catches iron, pops up in the air, and falls on through. And the Bulls come around and give him a hand and say, "We need one more from you, big guy."
76-72. Horace starts to clap his hands, and the crowd does the same. Go quiet. Mason with the rebound. 7:35 remains.
Scott Williams down in now on Ewing.
Patrick puts it up. A foul called.
Scott Williams. His 5th.
He can't believe it.
Control your emotions is what Jack Neese tells him. That's the 4th foul. So both teams will be in a penalty here now. The 5th one on Scott Williams. Good entry pass down the baseline. Bill Cartwright's going to come back in here. He steps down. Boy, it's a point-blank shot he missed, and Ewing is 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Bill Cartwright comes back in, and Scott Williams leaves.
Ewing 3 of 4 from the free throw line so far.
Bang. Shooting into this C is not as much as it was in New York. Those guys are right behind the basket, and you see that brick sign going back and forth. That was really something in New York. Benny the Bull comes by here to give me some good luck candy.
Not quite New York, but 1 of 2 from there nonetheless. Craig Hodges has been in for a while. Splits the defenders, almost lost it. Looking inside for Jordan. BJ gets it to Cartwright and goes right back. Takes it in, and he is fouled by Mason.
2 free throws for BJ. Took it in hard to the basket. Mason picks up his 3rd. BJ takes it in. Good look at it. He knows he's going to get hit. He tried to control himself to get the ball up on the glass so he can get 2 free throws.
That's the 15th foul on the Knicks. The Bulls with 14 fouls.
Let me just express my condolences to Jim Kendrick and his family. Lost his son over the weekend in Vermont. Jim, our love is with you. Season ticket holder to Bulls and a good friend of ours.
Absolutely. Been a guard show for the Bulls as BJ hits that one.
BJ gave him that big game off the bench. He had 7 out of 10. He had 18 points in game 2. Missed that one. Stays a 4-point lead.
Coming up on the 7-minute mark. There it is. Looking inside for Ewing, and Ewing just decked Hodges. Starks gets the screen. Finds Ewing on a baseline. It's blocked away. Horace got it.
Good rotation by Horace is right. He came up with a big block.
BJ, Bulls really need a bucket here. Jordan on top. Starts to drive. Backs in. Goes again. Put it in over everybody. And Pat Riley wants a timeout. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in a 6-point Bull lead. 6:20 remains. It's now a 6-point Bull lead. Ewing comes over to set the screen. Put it up. Blocked again. Jordan, he almost had a breakaway. Wilkins for 2. Missed it. And Jordan got the rebound. Goes through the defenders. Bulls looking for a fast break point. Can't get it. Knicks did a great job getting back on Dave. And Mason rewarded with a rebound. Jackson throws it up. And
yes, and in.
Somehow that went in.
Big hoop for Jackson to come down and quiet this crowd. And Riley's on his feet along with the bench of the Knicks.
Wilkins on Jordan. BJ, shot clock at 5 as he drives in. Fakes it again. Fires. A little short. Saved, and Jackson no. Starks
off his hands!
He's looking to go to the basket.
He released out early. Wilkins released early, and he threw the ball away. So 5:18 to go. The Bulls with a 4-point lead.
Crowd at the other end wanted a foul called as there was a roll block. I think it was Pippen who was going up for the rebound, just had his legs taken out. Rebounds tonight. Bulls up by 1. The average, or checking New York up 1, average a lot more than that. Jordan goes by everybody in his foul.
Ewing's 5th. Michael sliced down the left side. Ewing looking at the officials, questioning him. Jordan ducks underneath and gets by. Ewing puts a body on him as Michael changes directions. Jordan with 26 points in the game. The Bulls averaging 88.8 points a game, and Knicks 87.8 points. Tough to come by in this series by both teams. Good defensive play.
MJ can put the lead back to 6. 5 minutes remaining as Mason brings it across the timeline. Mason looks for the open man. Jackson on the left wing drives in. Deck to Starks. Open 3 up and good.
Starks with his first 3 of the game.
He's got 5 points now. He's just 2 of 7 from the floor, but it is a 3-point Bulls lead with 4.5 to go. Jordan fakes one way. Back on top. Pippen right side BJ. Shot clock at 10 as Cartwright has it. Backs in. Turns. High archer. Jordan!
Jordan picked it out of the air. You're right. A missed shot by Cartwright. Michael with 30. Bulls with a 5-point lead.
Mason, more of an exchange. Clear out for Ewing. Durant comes over to help. Jackson drives. Stolen by Pippen. And they will slow it down. Had no advantage and said so. 5-point lead for the Bulls. Clear it out. Pippen's got Wilkins on him. Jordan's got Starks. He's got it. Pippen inside, and
It could be Ewing. It could be Ewing.
Let's see who it is. Ewing's gone. Ewing is gone.
14 points. Patrick Ewing with 3:33.
It is a sea of hands. And Patrick politely disagrees with the call.
Hit the road, Jack. They play here. The fans love it. Scottie Pippen will shoot 2 free throws.
A nice second line. Don't come back no more.
Yep. Look at 1, 2, 3 players on the ground. Ewing laying there and saying, wait a minute, who got him? Me? So Scottie Pippen has not been to the free throw line.
Pat Riley wants a 22nd timeout. Ewing gone with 14 points. Lost in all of this will be the defensive job Bill Cartwright has done tonight. Absolutely magnificent with some help. Listen to this place, Red.
It's going crazy.
McDaniel wants the floor cleaned up.
So they've got 3 timeouts left. They use their 20. The Bulls still have all their timeouts and a 20. It's the most noise we've had in this building in a long time. The Bulls have had their way most of the season 67 and 15. They were 36 and 5 here on this floor, and a lot of blowouts.
So let's go Bulls very loud. The lead back to 7 now with 3 minutes 30 seconds remaining. We'll be in New York on Thursday. Wilkins off the screen. Pippen right there on him. McDaniel being guarded by Jordan. He's got it. McDaniel puts it up. Missed it, but Mason there with the offensive rebound. Huge chance for the Bulls, but Mason all alone underneath. Jordan looks for Armstrong. BJ in the lane. High archer just off. Pippen had it tipped. BJ gets it back at the free throw line and backs it out. They'll set it back up.
Michael says, spread it out. Let me see some room.
Horace kicks it in. McDaniel back to Starks. And he is fouled as he missed the dunk.
33, Scottie Pippen on the foul. His second. Starks will go. We got a timeout. Chicago.
It's the 5th team foul on the Bulls with 2 minutes 33 seconds left. A 7-point Bulls lead. And let's see if they get a little louder as he goes to the line.
Ewing is fouled out with 14 points a minute ago.
Oh, he's tough.
Al Bianchi liked this kid. Al's the type of guy that said he found out that he hit a referee in the CBA, and Al says, I got to get this kid. The good, hard-nosed young man.
The lead back down to 5 now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds exactly remaining. Horace on the right side, looks inside. Cartwright being guarded by Mason. Pippen with Starks on him. Jordan drives and what a shot by
What a move by MJ. 32 points for Jordan. Bill said, watch the 3, Tommy.
Yep, 89-82 as Jackson backs in. 2 minutes left. McDaniel for 3.
He's got it. His first hoop in his quarter.
And Phil had just said, watch the 3. The lead back down now
to 4. Under 2 minutes.
Jordan looks inside as he backs it off. Shot clock at 11 at 10. Horace picks up his dribble. Got to find somebody open now. It's BJ with 3, 2. Pippen caught it but missed it. BJ hustles back. to Starks. Blocked by Pippen, but a foul.
Oh, and he
Scotty
came down.
went
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, Scotty came down hard. He blocked the shot. Came down on his back. Oh, man.
He has picked up his third.
Bulls are going to take a timeout. Scotty really with a terrible fall. He went up.
We'll take a break and see it when we come back. Minute 25 left. 4-point Bulls lead. Starks 2 of 2. Now 2 of 3. Jordan comes in to tell everybody to block out. The lead is 3. 89 for the Bulls, 86 for the Knicks. We've got a minute 20 remaining. Pippen on top. It starts on him. Finds Jordan. Wilkins knocked it away. Mason gets it.
A steal.
They can cut it to 1 now.
1 minute to go in this game. 60 seconds.
Right there. Jackson off the screen. McDaniel top of the circle. And Cartwright gets a big rebound. Phil Jackson stands up and says he wants 4 passes. This is a move by a coach.
Maybe 4 corners.
As Jordan drives.
Yes! Yes, the shot! Jordan with about a 17-footer across the lane. That could be the dagger right there. Scott Williams is going to come back in the game. Jordan shoots a free throw. They're going to let Scott Williams come in. Bill Cartwright will lead. They need a little bit of quickness out there now. Jordan with a 5-point lead here. Jordan shooting a free throw with less than 36 seconds. Guard to 3, I know Phil is saying.
And Pat Riley wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. 35.9 left. The Bulls lead by 6.
We're back to live action here.
Jackson gets it, picks up his dribble. McDaniel spins behind the three-point line. And Pippen with a rebound. Throws it to BJ. They're going to play catch across the floor.
They can't get him. Time is going.
Can't foul him. Knicks can't catch him and finally do.
Oh, beautiful movement of the ball right until the end. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen contesting the rebound down here. Xavier McDaniel has kept him in the game the whole time with 26 points. Missed his shot. Nobody to rebound underneath. Jordan fell back along with Scottie Pippen. And they played keep away long enough to eat some time off the clock. 14.5 seconds. BJ to the line to shoot 2. The most points the Bulls have scored in the game is 94 against this team this year in the playoffs.
With the next one, he can tie that. The fans are sensing the kill. .5 as BJ is at the line. Nine for BJ. Let him drive in. Absolutely. He lays it in. Jordan. Seven seconds. McDaniel misses, and the Bulls are 1 win away from defeating the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals.